All right, cool guys. Here we go. Another one. Tonight we're talking about long shot. The long shot. How to use the long shot. What piece do you think we're talking about when you're talking about long range, long shot, long diagonal? What piece is this? What piece are we talking about? Chat should be self-explanatory. In this game, this is P-Kiss versus Vasilos Kotranias. Kotranias. I hope I'm saying that right. But apparently, as we heard from the chat here, shout out to Dimple for helping us out here, as we was able to find this man's rating actually 2492 standard. Blitz is 2396 and rapid 2514. And we also heard that he was the #2 person to become a GM in Greece. Super strong. Super strong. All right, here we go. Here's the game. Here you go. D4, knight f6. C4. What you think we about to see here, chat? What do you think we're going to see? E6, G6, D5, C5, B5, anything 5. What you think's going to happen? What are we looking at? What kind of game do you think we about to have? I see E6 from Cryanosaurus. Cryanosaurus. Nice. C5, I like it. G6 from Curious Chimpanzee. King's Indian from Atro Chess. In fact, okay, got a little G6 action. Knight C3, Bishop G7. We do have ourselves a King's Indian. Okay. All right. All right. Now, when you're in the King's Indian, there's two things you need to realize. Number one, that this is the King's Indian. Okay. Number two is only one person is going to make it out of here alive. And you better hope that it's you. You better hope that it's you. Okay. Big facts. Bruh. All right. Here we go. Big boy game with some big fellas here. So we do have a King's Indian playlist here on YouTube, so y'all can check that. Definitely check that. Lots of King's Indian on there. It's difficult opening, but very, very aggressive. Peek it up. Thanks for the follow and start, sir. Okay, so we got D6, right? D6. This is in my quick starter guide on YouTube about, how all the setups you can do. Bishop E2 castles. We're going to fly through moves because this actually happens all the time. What's the difference between King's Indian and modern? The modern actually does transpose in many cases, but just a quick brief here. When you play in modern, for instance, D4, G6, C4, Bishop G7, Knight C3, you can go D6, and when they go E4, the knight's not on F6, you can immediately go E5 right now. E5, takes, it looks kind of strange, but this structure is actually good for black. You put the king on C7, Knight F3, C6, Bishop G5, you can play F6, castle, queen side, check, bishop here, right? And you actually play Bishop H6 at one point, bring the knight around like this. Bishop E6, Knight D7. It's a very easy way to play. But I'm not a fan of it because it's not really aggressive, and I'm not, I'm trying to win. I don't really want to play 50 moves. Like, I'm not trying to do this, I'm trying to mate you fast. So I would play the King's Indian route, which is D4, Knight F6. In this game was KID. And here are the moves. Right? Castles. After castles, you see E5, which is a classic break in the center, and D5. Now does anyone know the name of this variation of the King's Indian? What variation is this in the King's Indian defense? Modern Players Represent says J Chads. That's right. Big facts. NJ says Petrosian variation. Does anyone else want to take a stab at it? What do you think this variation is called of the King's Indian? If you know or have heard of any variations. Advanced says Curious Chimpanzee. It's actually correct from NJ. It's like check if the pawn's on C5. Yeah, this is correct. It's Petrosian. Petrosian variation. Petrosian was famous for doing this variation. I know C5 is a move. Correct. I'm not sure you go A5, though. That's right. A5. A5 here. Someone tell me what A5 actually does. What is the intention of A5? I need two answers here at the same time. So give me two answers. It does this and it does that. What does it do? Jessica says Knight A6. Gain space, stop B4. Knight C5, A5 is a move, stop G4. That's on the other side of the board, Curious Chimpanzee, but that's okay, big fella. That's okay. I know you meant B4, though. I know you meant B4. Open the knight, create space for the knight to reroute. He said, oops, yeah. All good. Correct, you guys are right. Knight A6, we want to go Knight A6 and Knight C5 without worrying about B4. And also stopping B4. Prevent the bayonet attack, correct, in the way, but also white has another way of playing, which he does in this game. Bishop g5 locks it up. h6, bishop h4. This is all theory, by the way, so we're going to fly through some moves. We want to make these videos like 15, 20 minutes for you guys and out, right? And then very educational. So knight h6, knight d2. And knight goes to d2 in this position. Usually what's happening is they're ready to play f3, back the bishop up. So you want to get this queen off this diagonal a lot. So queen e8, you will see this a lot. Even in Dutchess too. But this is not a Dutch because the f-pawn's not out. a3. This move is very, very dual purpose. Rook b1, b4 stuff. And also if you play knight c5, at certain times they play b4 themselves. And it becomes very annoying, right? And the queen actually covers the a4 square. So after bishop d7, that's what's played. Right, you can play a4 yourself. Hence the move, b3. It literally, the board talks to you. When you understand plans and ideas here, right? Bishop d7 was to play a4. If we get a4 in, castles, a4, now you can't really play b4. I'm opposite. You can, but I'm going to bring this knight in, and this square is getting better, looking better for me every time. And you go b6. Close up the queen side, and then finally start thrusting and mate on the king side. That's usually how it goes. b3, though, stopping the a4 idea. And then knight h7. Nice move, right? We're moving the knight away so we can play f5. Castles, and instead of playing f5, which is a move here, which is a move I would have made automatically, not even would have thought, I mean, I wouldn't even thought twice about it. f5, he actually played a different move here, and that right here is going to put us into today's brain board. Boom, right here. Now, this is my brain board here, Canty's brain board. First off, go to brainfuel.com. Pick your favorite. My favorite, Fruit Punch, Canty15 in the code, 15% off. But today, look, always look to find the worst placed pieces. Once this is done, choose a plan to improve that piece or pieces. But this should be done with all of your pieces. I'm going to leave this up for a second. Read it. Think about it 2, 3, 4, 17 times. And then we come back and we look at it. And let's look at the position, right? What is your worst place piece? Let's just name a few of the worst place pieces. If you only got a few, then cool. What are the worst placed pieces for black? Queen for Jessica. Okay, queen. Dark bishop, says cuddly. A6 knight. The knight, the rook. Looks like every piece bad, huh? All these pieces bad. My knight bad. Everything bad. It looked like everything bad out here. All my pieces bad, bro. I don't even know what to move. Shoot, I probably should resign. I'm just about to get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm done for the day. Every piece actually, queen also. That's funny. That's funny. Let's take a look. Take a look. So, of course, the knight is not really the worst place because where does it actually want to go? C5. So really it's not, in fact, because the knight wants to go here many times, and it also stops b4. So it may not be the worst, but it is definitely helping in stopping b4. Knight c5 is a potential. You can also go knight a4, which is in intention. After trading, you put the knight on a4, right? So this is actually pretty ideally placed, in fact. And the bishop is not doing bad either. The bishop has scope, and it helps. My knight can go to c5 to a4 if b4 is played, so my knight can sit there. I'm feeling good. Also, my queen backs up this whole idea. And I can also go maybe this way, maybe sometimes to g6 later on when I get an f5 in, if I'm able to. Queen, not bad. Rook, okay, helping the file. This rook helps f5. So not really bad. The knight, I mean, it kind of comes into g5. It helps play g5. The knight is probably one of the two pieces that you could say is the worst piece. But definitely this bishop, you're looking like, what the heck does this bishop even do? What is he doing? What is he doing? Chat, what is it doing? Right? Nothing. So you can understand his move here. Now, black plays this move right here. Somebody tell me what h5 is. This is big boy chess right now. This is big boy chess. What is h5? What does h5 do? Somebody tell me. Time to trade, says Big Mike. Garbage, says Tolu. J Chad says bishop h6 to allow bishop h6. Cutley comment says, I like it. Open the h square for the bishop. Prepare to trap the bishop. That's right, actually trapping. It's very nice. In fact, it's a nasty little trap here, g5, followed by h4. That's sweet. That's sweet. That's the SpongeBob fail, Goofy. Opening new diagonals. Correct. Correct. That's right. Opening h6 for the bishop. Long shot. Right. This is a very, very, very long diagonal for this bishop to be on. It also stops a potential rook to c1. h5 is a beautiful move, also threatening g5, h4. White plays f3. So now if g5, we can back up to f2. And bishop h6. The man accomplished it. Look at that. Look at that. That's good work. That's good work. Bishop on a nice diagonal here. We can now play stuff like f5s, g5s, h4s. Right, King's Indian style. King's Indian. And white play f3, so black's winning. Technically not, NJ. In the Petrosian variation and many variations, this is a very common way of doing it, is playing the f3 move and bringing the bishop back. But this knight usually sits on h5, so you can go f4. He says, boo, yeah. So bishop f2. Black plays queen e7, king h1. Okay, we're going to make some moves here because this gets spicy, right? Let's move on. What's the drawback of playing f5 first? In fact, Cuddly, there was actually no drawback. It was one of the top 3 engine moves. It was actually number 2. h5 was number 1. f5 was number 2. So Cuddly comment, that's actually a very good observation. f5 would have been just fine. It's probably what a choice I would have taken as well, being a King's Indian player myself. But, you know, he went h5. So rook g1 and then bishop g5. We put the bishop on g5 because we probably want to use the h file. Queen e1, king g7, rook b1, and we just kind of fast forwarding to this very exciting part. b4. Now remember, after pawn takes, right? And we was like, oh, this knight's worse, but remember we was going to go to a4. What does he do? Knight a4. Knight goes to b3, quick little trade. And a lot of times you could see a b6, but that provokes a c5. If he breaks through on the queen side, he wins. So we don't worry about none of that. Knight f6, we about to head somewhere. Rook a1, knight h5, right? We bringing in the reinforcements, trying to mate him. Some crazy, sacking everything. So he took those. We take back rook a1. And then what do you do, chat? All right, let's put this on you. It's on you. Do you trade the rooks? Or do we move something else? Black to move. Rook takes a1 or no? What are we doing? Rook h8, rook h8, rook h1. Save the rook. I love it, Chad. I love it. That's right. Rook h8 is correct. Thanks for the follow. Gary is garbage. Oh, man. What a name. Gary is garbage. Just for you, Gary. Welcome. Garbage. Big fella. We see you. Rook a1, rook h8. Yeah. Rook h8. Okay, rook h8. And then king g1 getting out the way. Okay, king g1. You playing King's Indian. It's black to move. We got to try to get this thing going. What do you do? What do you do? What's the next move, chat? Pawn Island says h3. We have an f5 from Curious Chimpanzee. Okay. f5 time. Knight to f4. Knight f4, knight f4. A lot of knight f4s. Lots of knight f4s. That's pretty straight. Now, knight f4 is not garbage. f5. All these are moves. The best move here was actually bishop f4. Pretty cool. Bringing the queen into g5 next. After bishop e3 to trade, he did go queen g5. And this gets crazy. It's about to get real spicy. Watch this. This man played this move. Y'all ready for this? You ready? He played king to f2. King f2, bro. Now it's about to get crazy. Okay, it's black to move, chat, right? We got a few moves left. Maybe not a few. It's like, oh, seven moves or so. It looks okay, right? Oh, looks are very deceiving in this game. We know that, big fella. Black to move. Bishop g3 is worth calculating. Bishop g3, spicy. Very spicy. I wish queen g3 works. Ew, that would be disgusting, right? If queen g3 works somehow, whew. This is a family channel. Bishop takes f4. Is black's move, Mike? Mike. Mike. Mike, this for you.
Garbage.
Bishop takes e3. Oh, okay. Okay. Knight g3s, bishop g3s, h3, something knight g3, h3, h3, h3. And honestly, guys, shout out to you if you said h3. H3 is actually the #1 engine move. That's actually the #1 engine move. Right. Bishop g3 is actually #2. So shout out to you. Let me show you what bishop g3 does. So bishop g3, let's see if he takes it. Right. What's the follow-up? Do we take with the pawn? Do we take with the knight? Do we take with the queen? Do we even take it at all? Do we even take it at all? Do we even take it at all, chat? Pawn takes. We have pawn takes. I see another pawn takes there. I see another pawn takes. Super Saiyan GM. Yeah, you got that right, though. I don't know why it flags you. I accepted it. I put allow and it still flagged you. Yes, pawn takes. Pawn takes. All right. You know what? Pawn takes. Look at that. Pawn takes. That's what's up. You're garbage. Not a move. That's over. You're done. For the people in the back. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Try again. King E1, and you're done. Son, get him out of here. King E1, get him off the board. Oh, you bringing a knight in? Oh, that's cute. Oh, okay. You got you a little attack. I'm going to just step off the way. You can have what you like. You can't take. No checks. You lost everything. You have blocked with your whole face. Get this man off the board. Sheesh. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So after bishop g3, you have to take with the queen. Sorry, that's not it. Phase blockage. Queen takes g3. King f1. Then you play h3. He's locked in. He's in a box. We got h2 coming. And if he pawn takes, I mean, come on now. This is gross. Disgusting. Checkmate. Beautiful. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. Thanks for the follow. Answer is Speed Force. So what happened here actually is he played this move, which is move number 3. F5. He played F5. He finally played F5. I mean, I don't blame him for not looking through all of that. Like, that's a lot. That's a mess there. After F5, E takes F5, and G takes F5. And white played bishop to F1. So what do we do now? There it is, says Malbarici. What do we do now? And break. What's next, chat? What is the next move? How do you finish this? Not that easy. I wonder if bishop g3 still works. Probably doesn't. h3 now from Red Hot Mama. No possibility. It seems like everything wins here. My brain's too tired. Too many calculations. Yeah, I can see. Look at this. Bishop g3, knight g3, h3. Maybe take on e3. You got a lot of moves. So this is actually what happened, though. Is bishop takes e3. He captured. Queen takes, played f4. Nah, he played f4. Hit the queen. Hit the queen. I need brain fuel. Yeah, go ahead. Copy some, man. Canty 15. Get the fruit punch. That's my favorite flavor. f4. Queen d2. And now, here it is, h3. And then king e1. And now, can you find this move here? This is move number 1 from the engine, believe it or not. He found it, too. I mean, to be this strong, this was a nasty move, bro. It's very nasty. What is the move? Jessica says knight to g3. From Jessica in the chat. Knight g3, rook e1. Knight g3, yeah. Knight g3 again. 100 elo per drink. I'm all about that. Go ahead, yep. Yep, 100 elo. Take a sip, pinky up. Hit it, you know, one time, right? Brain fuel. Pinky up. You good. Honey, though. Yeah, it's knight g3, chat. Clap it up. Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up. Clap it up. You are not garbage. Very nice. Knight g3. And after bishop to d3, can you find this move right here? This right here, yo, you've been doing your tactics if you find this one. You've been doing your tactics. If you find this move right here, you've been doing your tactics, okay? I'm just saying. You've been doing them. You've been doing them. Who been doing their tactics? Let's see. Bruh. Let's see. Who been doing their tactics? Black to move. A black to move. 94 from Combinatorial. I'm new to the channel. Do you ever do arena or teams against other streamers? Yeah, we do. We have to. We've done like a lot of them. 94, Queen H4 from Chess. There's only 2 moves left. Maybe 3. Queen H4, another one for Queen H4, and Knight E4. Knight H1. What a beast. What a beast, bro. Knight H1. Imagine playing that move and like really writing it down and looking at him very seriously. Knight F1, E4, Knight H1. Dog, that's funny. And that's funny. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Knight H1. Yeah. We're confidently playing Knight H1 too. Staring right in the eyes. Knight H1 twisted in there on the board. Hit the clock. Just stare at him. Knight H1. All right. If you said Queen H4, I see you. Okay. Queen H4. Queen H4. Garbage. Okay, it's not losing. It's not disgusting. It's not garbage, right? Black's still winning, but this is not the move. The move here actually was only said one time, which is here. Very nice. Knight E4. Oh my goodness. Bro, this is a nasty move. Look at this move. Look at this. That's a shock. Like you ever seen a water bottle flip? You ever seen that? Yeah, remember that water bottle flip thing? They take the water bottle and flipped it. You ever seen a meme when it hit the ground or it hit the table and then they just fly back like in the Matrix? That's how this is. You play this move and they just fly back in the chair. I can just see that because 94 is a move. It's a shot. You do not expect this at all. You never do. 94. Yo, Sacrificial Lamb. Thanks for the tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Let's go. Bishop can come back. That's right, Cuddly Kami. Yeah, look at this. How can that work? So look, if you take, well, he actually took with the bishop, but after bishop takes e4, what's the idea, chat? What's the idea? Why did he play knight e4? Why does this even work? Why would this even work? Pawn takes pawn. Exactly. And I'm promoting. What if they try king f2? What if I try to get a little clever here? King f2. Oh, try queen. Go ahead. Are you queening? We queening or not? We queening or not, chat? Let's be honest here. Are we going to queen this pawn or not? You going to queen or no? What are we doing? I see rook takes h2. Rook takes. Rook h2. Rook h2. Unanimous. Rook h2. Ooh. Rook h2. Unanimous. Unanimously garbage. Get him out of here. Garbage. Get him off the board. Garbage. What's wrong with him? That's not a move, bro. Rook g1. Caught him with the little 2-piece. And then you check me here and I'm going to stare at you real hard all the way home. It's going to be a long ride home, big fella. It's going to be a long ride home. Wow. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Try again. Try again. Try again. It's nothing. It's nothing. Rook h2 and discover mate. Nope, doesn't work. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. In fact, the move is g1 queen. And then after rook takes, hitting with the little 2-piece here. Spink. Rook takes. Got him. King e1, queen takes g1 is mate. So you have to go king f1, allowing what is the next move? You are pinned, by the way. So you're going to take this queen? We taking the queen, chat? You taking the queen? You're going to take the queen? Who taking the queen? Go ahead. Say I in the chat. Say I in the chat if you're taking the queen. Say I in the chat. What's up, Sebek? What's good, yo? Say I in the chat if you're taking the queen. I'm getting the button ready right now. I'm getting the button ready for anyone. Okay. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Very beautiful. Very good. All right. Bishop h3, and then king e1, and it's over. I am not taking it. Yeah. Right. Very nice. Very nice, chat. Yeah, Bishop h3, very beautiful. And you have to block with the rook when this is gross. This is a family channel, right? Like everything wins from here. This is game over. Gross. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Long range, long shot here. And you always have to, back here, you want to think about, one huge thing to think about is thinking about, you know, the health of the pieces. How good are they? This was a crucial moment. F5 is definitely a move, and the main move, in fact, which most players are thinking and waiting for, and then F3. This is main line. And they go Bishop F2, and they're going to try to play this and this and this, and it's a race. Whoever gets to the king first wins. But H5 kind of slowed all that down. He played it in a slower manner, using the long diagonal, long shot, long sniper here. Very nice to be able to use this and make this a completely different kind of King's Indian, where he chose to play F5 at the right moment and not when you think I'm going to play F5, because King's Indian players that play against the King's Indian, actually, I mean, he still didn't play F5. Look at the patience there. Look at the patience, right? Look at the patience. Very, very strong game to analyze here. To understand the patience, still didn't play F5, right? I mean, still didn't play F5. He only used the H-pawn, used the long shot, long diagonal, put the bishop here, queen G5, knight H5, and just worked it, and finally played F5 when he didn't even have to play it, right? This is just a very powerful King's Indian here if you understand it, how to use your pieces. Hope you enjoyed today's analysis. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm going to see y'all on the next one.